head was on a swivel. He was pushing the...
The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Packers on Monday Night Prime Time.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Tonight, it's the Monday conclusion to what's been an amazing Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs.
What a weekend it's been already. One more to get through on this Monday night, and we are underway here in the wild card round. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Able to slither by, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
Hurts.
This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Eagles will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence.
And right away, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different...
He's got a man, complete, touchdown, Eagles.
DeAndre Swift,
46 yards.
and the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Love. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. They get 5 yards on the run there. It's still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Love from the gun.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. Hurts sets up to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise that he was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunan.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Throwing is Hurts.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Lucas Van Ness from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Looking to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back to the running game with Swift.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
This is caught.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter.
And the Eagles continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Working out of the gun. Love. Completed out left to Dobbs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. He can't get him down. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's tackled at the
2nd down and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
21-0 our score after one. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. Second down and a little more than a yard here, as they've got it as we resume action. Off the play fake, Love on the move to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Play action this time with Love.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Love now.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he's got Rome. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
68 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. On first down, Hurts. Out route pass complete to Goddard.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the option to give to Swift here.
Oh, good move. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Goes right back to Smith again.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And they'll try the option on first and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts
scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them. So I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw now. Here's Love. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Rodgers on the return. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. DeAndre Swift and the Eagles back out there.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts.
Complete to Zacchaeus. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hurts. He'll get that complete to Albert O.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Eagles on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
That is caught. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Out to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kenny Clark. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
On 1st and 10, Love setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Love.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Love. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports
We'll start over in
report.
Texas
Coach.
at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the Cowboys who get the win at home. All right, Brandon, once again, thank you. What a 3 days it has been. Just one more half of football remains on this Monday night in Super Wildcard Weekend. The Cowboys are ready to make some noise in the playoffs as they finish off a 13-4 regular season. We watched a solid performance out of running back DeAndre Swift. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here is third and quite a ways. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Well, let's shine the spotlight on the former Georgia Bulldog, DeAndre Swift, who's set to begin this next drive.
Thus far, he's been quite the dual threat. Touchdown on the ground, another through the air. He's just so versatile, isn't he?
He is, and he's exactly what I think we're looking for in the NFL now out of the running back position. Guys who can do everything running it, but also act as receivers. And I don't just mean, you know, the stopgap guys. I don't mean safety valve. I'm talking about big-time parts of it, whether they're going to split out, whether they're going to swing out of the backfield. Sometimes they act like a true wide receiver, and he's having that type of a game in this one.
It'll be interesting to see if he can keep it going both phases. Let's see.
107 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A nice little juke.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. The tackle for loss goes to Matthew Ioannidis. Really nice play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Here's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss.
40-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
135 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Zaccheaus here hauling it in. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line.
And an Eagle 1st down.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
Out route pass complete to Goddard.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, If I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Here's Swift.
And he's going to bowl his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Swift again. And this time he'll get in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Here's Love.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 34.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Devondre Campbell, the one who fought his way in there to make the play.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Now left side on the swing pass. And out of bounds right around the 20. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Second down. Here's Hurts. He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game, and there was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And they are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Love.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
To throw now. Here's Love.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And, you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on a home team than to be behind the entire game? Because the home crowd's there really for a coronation. They expect to win. And when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game. And then the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a little bit frustrated with the home team. And that gives you an extra advantage. So they've done it perfectly. Big lead, put everything back on the home team, and they're capitalizing on it.
Right now, that crowd, silent.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 42-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Love now. And that'll be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
First down, Love to pass. That's complete to Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 49-yard line. Love. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 5.
At the Eagles' 44-yard line.
Throwing. Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Love from the gun. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs, 31 yards. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Carlson's extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point on the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this fourth quarter. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
It's a pick at the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hurts. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement.
And he loses the football the second time. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They run out of the gun with Swift. 182 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers 16-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Third down and 6.
No gain on the play. And it's third down.
And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.